Good morning students. Today we are going to start fourth chapter of class 8th, that is practical geometry. In this chapter we will learn how we can use different mathematical instruments to do the construction. So instruments used in construction are scale, which is used to draw any line segment or line; compass, it is used to draw circle or to draw angles which are coming in the table of 15. Protractor, it is used to draw angle of any measure. Pencil, we are doing any construction with pencil so that it should be clear, and if we have wrong, then it can be erased with eraser also. And sharpener, it's very important to do the construction neatly. For that, our pencil should be sharpened. We should have a proper scale in which all the readings are visible. Same for protractor also. Now, first of all, we will know that what construction we are going to do in this chapter. In this chapter, we will be mainly doing the construction of quadrilateral. In class 7th, we have done the construction of triangle. Triangle we have constructed by using different congruency criteria, SSS criteria, SAS criteria, ASA criteria. We will be using the construction of triangle also in this quadrilateral. Now, to draw a unique quadrilateral, or I can say to draw any quadrilateral, we need at least 5 measurements, at least. Okay, this is the minimum number of sides or angles which we need for construction of any quadrilateral. But it is not necessary that after having this 5 measurement also, we will be able to construct a unique quadrilateral. Why? For example, if 4 sides and 1 diagonal is given to you, then you can easily construct the quadrilateral. But if 2 diagonals and 3 angles of the quadrilateral are given, then this data is not appropriate to construct the quadrilateral. So we are having 5 different categories in which by which we can do the construction. Now a unique quadrilateral can be constructed when the following measurements are given, in which first condition is that 4 sides and 1 diagonal is given to us. Second condition, 2 diagonals and 3 sides are given. Third condition, 2 adjacent sides. Now what is the meaning of adjacent sides? Adjacent side means the sides which are connected to each other. Opposite sides are the sides which are coming in front of each other, and adjacent sides are the sides which are connected to each other. So what we need? 2 adjacent sides and 3 angles. Then 3 sides and 2 included angles. 3 sides of the quadrilateral we need, and between these 3 sides 2 angles are there. So that 2 angles should be known to us. Then when other special properties are known, some quadrilaterals can be constructed by using its special property, that are particularly our special quadrilateral. Now construction of a quadrilateral when 4 sides and 1 diagonal are given. We will learn that how we can construct the quadrilateral if 4 sides of the quadrilateral are known to us and 1 diagonal of that is known. Construct a quadrilateral when the length of its 4 sides and 1 diagonal are given. We will see one example of this. Construct a quadrilateral EFGH where EF is equal to 4 cm, FG is equal to 7 cm, GH is equal to 5 cm, EH is equal to 5.5 cm, and EG is equal to 8 cm. So first of all, for this construction, we will draw the triangle FEG. The upper side triangle, you all can see the triangle FEG by SSS congruency criteria. So first of all, we will draw the line segment EG is equal to 8 cm. From E, we will cut an arc of 4 cm, and from G, we will cut an arc of 7 centimeter and name the intersection point of two arcs as F. Join EF and GF. Then now next we have to locate the point H. This point H is just on the opposite side of point F with reference to the line segment EG. So now we have to draw the point H. For H, which is 5.5 centimeter from E and 5 centimeter from G. So let's locate H. Draw an arc of 5.5 centimeter from E and draw an arc of 5 centimeter from G. Name the intersection points of two arcs as H. Then we will join EH and GH. This point H is just on the opposite side of point F with reference to this line AG. So in this way we have constructed the quadrilateral EFGH. Then after doing any construction, it's very important to write the steps of construction. Because without writing the steps of construction, it's very difficult to find out that how you have done the construction. So how we can write the steps of construction? Let's see this example. First of all, the step 1 is, in any construction, step 1 will be draw a rough sketch to visualize the quadrilateral, because it's next to impossible to draw any quadrilateral without drawing its rough sketch. So step 1 is same in all, that is draw a rough sketch to visualize the quadrilateral. Then step 2. First we have drawn a line segment EG is equal to 8 centimeter. Step 3. With ES center, draw an arc of radius 4 cm. With GS center, draw an arc of radius 7 cm and name the point of intersection of the two arcs as F. So this is, supposingly we are drawing a triangle right now in which three sides are known. So we are using SSS criteria for constructing this triangle. Then again on the underside of diagonal EG, again with ES center, draw an arc of radius 5.5 cm. With GS center, draw an arc of radius 5 cm and name the point of intersection of the two arcs as H. And this we are doing at other side. Then we will join all the 4 points, join EF and GF, EH and GH. EFGH is the required quadrilateral. Now we will see how we can construct a quadrilateral when two diagonals and three sides are known to us. Let us construct a quadrilateral when its three sides and two diagonals are known. Let's take an example. Construct a quadrilateral PQRS that have sides QR is equal to 3.5 cm, QPS is equal to 4.5 cm, RS is equal to 4 cm and the diagonal PR is equal to 4.5 cm. Another diagonal QS is equal to 6 cm. Again in this quadrilateral also two diagonals and three sides are given. So first of all we will construct triangle PRS with SS congruency rule and we'll try to locate point Q, fourth point Q. Okay, so for constructing triangle PRS, first of all we will draw the line segment PS is equal to 4.5 centimeter. Now from S cut an arc of 4 cm. From P cut an arc of 4.5 cm. Name the intersection point of two arcs as R. Join RS and RP. Then we will try to locate point Q, which is 3.5 cm from R and 6 cm from S. So from S we will cut an arc of 6 cm. From R we will cut another arc of 3.5 cm and we will name the intersection point of these two arcs as Q, which is our fourth point. So in this way we have first constructed the triangle, then we have tried to locate the fourth point with reference to this triangle. Then we will join QR and RPQ. Okay, so triangle quadrilateral PQRS is the required quadrilateral. Now see how we can write the steps of construction. Step 1. Draw a rough sketch to visualize the quadrilateral. Draw a line segment. SP is equal to 4.5 centimeter. With S as center, draw an arc of radius 4 centimeter. With P as center, draw an arc of radius 4.5 centimeter and name the point of intersection of the two arcs as R. So in this way we have constructed one triangle. Again with S as center, draw an arc of radius 6 centimeter. With R as center, draw an arc of radius 3.5 centimeter and name the point of intersection of the two arcs as Q. Join PQ. PQRS is the required quadrilateral. Construction of a quadrilateral when two adjacent sides and three angles are given. Two adjacent sides means the sides which are connected to each other, and three angles. Construct a unique quadrilateral when its two adjacent sides and three angles are known. Given a question to construct a quadrilateral MNOP where sides MN is equal to 6 cm, MP is equal to 3 cm, angle M is equal to 80 degree, angle N is equal to 65 degree, and angle P is equal to 120 degree. For construction of this quadrilateral, first of all, we will draw the line segment MN is equal to 6 cm with the help of a ruler or scale. At M, draw an angle of 80 degree. Now, from M, cut an arc of 3 cm which will intersect the given angle at P. As we can see that MP is equal to 3 cm. Now at N, draw an angle of 85 degree by 65 degree by using protractor. Now from P or at P, draw an angle of 120 degree. The arms of these two angles will intersect at a point O. Then MNOP is the required quadrilateral. Steps of construction. For this, draw a rough sketch to visualize the quadrilateral. Draw a line segment MN is equal to 6 cm. Make angle N is equal to 65 degree at N. The line segment which we had drawn MN, at N we will draw 65 degree, and at M we will draw angle M is equal to 80 degree. With M as center and radius equal to 3 cm, cut an arc at P. Make angle P is equal to 120 degree at P. Name the point of intersection of two angles as O. One angle we have constructed at N and the another angle we have constructed at P also. So intersection of these two angles will be named as O. MNOP is the required quadrilateral. Construction of a quadrilateral when three sides and two included angles are given. It's important that the angle should be the included angles. Let us construct a quadrilateral when its three sides and two included angles are known. Given to construct a quadrilateral EFGH where side EF is equal to 4 cm, FG is equal to 5 cm, GH is equal to 6.5 cm, and angle F is equal to 105 degree and angle G is equal to 80 degree. Let us construct this quadrilateral. First of all, with the help of ruler, draw a line segment FG is equal to 5 cm. At F, draw an angle of 105 degree by using protractor. With same center F, cut an arc of 4 cm on this angle at E, as FE is equal to 4 cm. Now at G, draw an angle of 80 degree again by using protractor. Now from G, cut an arc of 6.5 cm intersecting the given angle at H, and then we have to join EH. EFGH is the required quadrilateral which we have drawn. Steps of construction. Draw a rough sketch to visualize the quadrilateral. Draw a line segment FG is equal to 5 cm. Make angle F is equal to 105 degree at F. Then at G, we have made angle G is equal to 80 degree. With F as center and radius equal to 4 cm, cut an arc at E. With G as center and radius equal to 6.5 cm, cut an arc at H. Join EH. EFGH is the required quadrilateral. Special quadrilaterals. In third chapter, we have seen that we have studied the properties of 6 quadrilaterals: kite, trapezium, parallelogram, and 3 special parallelograms also. And they are rhombus, rectangle, and square. So particularly, we will be studying about construction of 3 special quadrilaterals, that are, number 1 is rhombus. Now, what are the properties of rhombus? Its all sides are of equal measure and its diagonals are perpendicular bisector of each other. This is the important property which many times we forget. That, and what is the meaning of perpendicular bisector? Perpendicular means 90 degree and bisector means two equal parts. So diagonals are intersecting at 90 degree as well as they are dividing each other in two equal parts. Next is the rectangle. Its opposite sides are of equal length. Its each angle is 90 degree. Its diagonals are of equal length. In rectangle, we have seen that corner angles are of 90 degree. Now square, we have studied in chapter 3 that square is known as the hero of all the quadrilateral. Why it is known as hero? Because it consists of all the properties of all the quadrilaterals. Its all sides are of equal measure. Its diagonals are perpendicular bisector of each other. Its each angle is 90 degree and its diagonals are of equal length. Now let's see how we can construct this special quadrilateral. First of all, we will see an example of square. Till now, we have drawn these quadrilaterals with 5 given details. Is there any quadrilateral which can be drawn with less number of available measurements? Yes, that are the case of special quadrilaterals. Let's discuss about one special quadrilateral, that is square. Draw a square MNOP of side 3.5 cm. Now only one detail is given to us, that is 3.5 cm. But we know the property of a square, that in a square all the sides of a square are equal, that is 3.5 cm, and each angle of a square is also 90 degree. First of all, we will draw the triangle MNO by using SAS rule. Then we will locate the point P. So let us draw the triangle MNO. For that, draw MN is equal to 3.5 cm. At N, draw an angle of 90 degree. From NS center, cut an arc of 3.5 cm at O. Join MO. This is the triangle. Now we will locate point P, which is 3.5 cm away from both M and O. And in this way, MNOP is the required square. Now how to write steps of construction? Now what property we have used for constructing this square is that all sides of a square are equal and each angle is 90 degree, because in question it is only given the a length of one side of a square, and we have used this property to construct the square. As one side is given, so all the four sides of a square are of the same measure and each corner angle is 90 degree. Steps of construction: draw a rough sketch to visualize the quadrilateral. Draw a line segment MN is equal to 3.5 centimeter. At M, draw an angle of 90 degree. At N, draw an angle of 90 degree. With M as center and radius equal to 3.5 centimeter, cut an arc at P. With N as center and radius equal to 3.5 centimeter, cut an arc at O. Join OP. M and OP is the required square. If you will look at these steps carefully, then you will come to know that this construction is same as the construction we have done for three sides and two included angles. This is one way. We can construct square in another ways also if other properties are known. Another special quadrilateral I am taking is rhombus. Let us construct a rhombus ABCD where diagonals AC is equal to 4 cm and BD is equal to 5 cm. We have been given only two details, so we will use the property of rhombus that diagonals of rhombus are perpendicular bisector of each other. Perpendicular means 90 degree, bisector means dividing in two equal parts. So first of all we will draw one diagonal, any one diagonal, that is we are drawing first AC is equal to 4 centimeter. Now we will draw the perpendicular bisector by opening the compass more than half and intersecting the arc on both sides. This perpendicular bisector is intersecting at point O. From O we will cut two arcs of 2.5 centimeter on either side and we will name this as B and D. Join ABCD. ABCD is the required rhombus. Now how we can write the steps of construction? For rhombus we have been given two diagonals of the rhombus. So we will use the property of diagonals. The diagonals of a rhombus are perpendicular bisector of each other. We know perpendicular means 90 degree and bisector means two equal parts. So we will make half of one diagonal. Draw a rough sketch to visualize the quadrilateral. Draw a line segment AC is equal to 4 centimeter. This is one diagonal. Draw a perpendicular bisector of line segment AC intersecting AC at O. Now in class 7th we have learned how we can draw the perpendicular bisector. Still if you have forget, I will just remind you that we are taking more than half of the line segment and we are intersecting arcs both above and below the line from both the points. With O as center and radius equal to 2.5 centimeter, cut arcs on perpendicular bisector at B and D, above and below O. At one side we are naming the intersecting point as B, at other side we are naming it as D. Join AB, AD, CB and CD. ABCD is the required rhombus. So in this way we have constructed some special quadrilaterals and also the quadrilaterals with given measure. So let's have a recap of whatever we have learned in this video. In this we have seen how we can construct quadrilateral with 5 given details and also to construct some special quadrilaterals. Stay connected with me for more concepts of maths. Thank you.